Welcome back, and I told you we will have Steve Waugh. Most of you must have thought I'm actually joking, but now here's proof. Let's go to a long shot and to him. Welcome, Steve Waugh.
Thank you very much.
Guru in NDTV. First of all, fantastic to have you. So if I'm looking a little nervous or I get my questions all wrong, it's all because I never really thought we'll have you here. So thank you very much for coming in here. Thank you for being back in India. So let's start with the obvious question. You're here. I don't see any of the IPL uniforms on you. Most people keep asking me, why aren't you coaching? My only question is, why aren't you playing? You should be there playing. You would be pretty much, I think, one of the best out there.
Well, thanks for your positive feedback, but I'm probably a little bit too old. I mean,
no, that's exactly what I don't agree on. I mean, no way. I mean, have you not been approached?
No, not to play. I mean, I think Mr. Modi made it pretty clear when IPL started that he didn't want retired players in there. He had a couple of Australians there, Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath and Adam Gilchrist, but no, never approached. Would have loved to have had a game, but and still available, but I think it might be best.
So let me do this. Mr. Modi, what are you doing? This is the person to have in IPL. I mean, you can make a new team around this man.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
thanks.
So what about the coaching part?
Yeah, look, I've been approached by a couple of the franchises to see whether I was interested. I guess the hardest part for me is the time. It takes 2 or 3 months, and I think as a coach, you've got to be committed longer than that, particularly if you're from another country. You've got to come to India, you've got to see the players, because the basis of the winning sides is going to come from the Indian players. So you've got to get to know the locals. I think you've got to work with the team around you. So it's not a matter of easy of just coming in for the IPL tournament, then going back home. It's a bigger commitment. And for me, it's probably a bit hard right now to do that.
Okay. All right. So what do you think of the IPL? Before we go to the game, and a very interesting thing you've already demonstrated it for us, and we've reviewed it. But more than that, just the IPL in itself. First time it came out, lots of controversies. People said absolute corruption of the game. Then they all saw it, very entertaining, very exciting. People liked it. Second time around, it had its own flow. This time, while people are loving it, there's a lot of talk again, right back to square one. Corruption of the game, it is spoiling. No fast bowlers are making any impact. Bowlers have no play or say in this game. What do you really think?
Yeah, look, change is scary for people. This has been a big change for cricket. I mean, it's probably the biggest change since World Series cricket in Australia about 30 years ago. It's an exciting time, but it's a challenging time, and people aren't quite sure where it all fits in. A lot of money for the players, a lot of money for...
That's the corruption part.
I guess for the BCCI making a lot of money. IPL is creating revenue streams everywhere. It's commercialised the game, completely changed the game really in the last 5 years. I know I retired 6 years ago, and from 6 years ago to now, the game has changed enormously. Younger players are earning a lot of money. There's opportunity for players to make a living out of the game, where previously it wasn't. So it's an exciting time, a challenging time, and I guess a time where we've got to be careful that we're keeping the best interests of the game at heart as well.
Okay, let's get down to what you're really here for, the game. The entire idea that while something is happening, the difference between what you've demonstrated in this particular game and this application and everything else that has ever been done before is that this is very interactive, it's live while a match is going on, you're participating. So what do you think? Give us your take on the entire idea when you were approached, when you started, when you actually took a demo, played the game. What did you think?
Yeah.
Tuba.com